A top 5 showdown is in store, and you can set the tone and set the pace for what your season is going to be like by winning a game like this early. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Eastern Michigan Eagles, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Eastern Michigan ready to kick it off and get this game going. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here for the offense. The give to the single back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. He leaves it with his back. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit. It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. And he goes down right there. That play's going to lose yardage. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between 2 top 5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on.
The Chanticleers will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the ground with the back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of the work.
He's looking to throw it. Coming after it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
The out route is a long throw. You got to throw that thing deep, and you can't miss inside. You miss inside, the quarterback can make a play on it. You got to throw that thing towards the sideline. Use the sideline as your friend.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got him downfield. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Finds his big tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they...
To the end zone and is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. You'll always remember this moment.
comes the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
From their own 18-yard line, it's first down. Might as well give it to him again. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass hits, picked off. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Eagles! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. The AT unit on the field. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give to the back. At the 35, he's got more. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Here we go. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Trying the left side. At the 45, on its way. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds. And
tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line.
Unlock. Yankee blue. Yankee blue.
Power football with the run. Just trying to power it ahead. They pick up 5. Ball spotted at the 12.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal.
Get set. Go.
Takes it from the gun on third down. And they will score! Touchdown, Coastal Carolina!
And what did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence, his passing.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Florida is currently trailing in this one, but I'm old enough to remember the comeback Danny Werfel led in 1995 to beat Tennessee. So don't rule anything out here today. They're trailing by just 4 to ULM. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
Looking to scramble. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down. It was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Looking to pass on second down. He'll pull it down and run. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. When things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up for it.
Eastern Michigan looking for that fourth down conversion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's not afraid to go deep. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it on? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Here's the handoff. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23?
42 Spider.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Catch in the middle, it's Schmidt. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out of their own 37.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Chanticleers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. He breaks a tackle. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Let's see what they've got on second down. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Oh, look out, there he goes! Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Wide receiver shows motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
He wants to throw. He makes the connection. Still running at the 40. Open runway ahead. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Quick strike complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And now on second down for this offense. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
Really nice job there of the quarterback reading coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Eagles. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The give to the tailback. Open space at the 25. Hit the afterburners, kid. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Well, the defense knew they had a huge challenge coming into this one. This running back, one of the top 10 in the nation right now in rushing yards. They're going to have to load the box defensively, and they're going to have to get a lot of hats to the football because he is not easy to bring down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to fire deep. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The shot that clears will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. He's going to pass. They're trying, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier, it gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job.
Got some room and into the goal line. Touchdown, shot to clear. And they add 6 more for that trip to the house.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ranked teams having at it this week, and take a look at what's going down. Florida is down right now inside the swamp, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Gainesville today. They're trailing by just 4 to ULM. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll leave it with him. At the 35, he's open. He's loose. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. And that one will give him the lead. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
On second down, will they go back to the ground game?
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Fast motion from the offense. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And the shot to clear is getting past the sticks.
And I know it's not sexy, but those little runs just keep you on your heels, keep the sticks moving, making you understand, like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be patient. A lot of offenses aren't patient. They get too big play happy, wanting to force the ball down the field. This offense is staying nice and patient right now.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Quarterback checking the play. Out of the gun to give to the back. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, for the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. And you saw it on that play.
The shot to clears are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Offense set on 1st down. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Holds and fires complete to the right. Bust through behind his pad. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
The give to the back. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
I love when defensive linemen play with this type of awareness. You knew he wasn't going to be able to get to the quarterback, so he slows the rush down, IDs and finds out where the QB is, and gets his big old paws up in the air to bat it.
They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And it's picked off right at the goal line. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Looks as if he's going to run it. He showed it all there. A little looseness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Well, that's a big run play, and it's not easy to do. Down at this area of the field, backed up in your own end. I mean, you're running into a box that's loaded full of bodies defensively, but the ball carrier was just able to sort of sneak and weave his way through there, giving his offense now a ton of room to work with.
From the shotgun, the inside give. On the move at the 30. Running toward the tape. He's inside the 40. Tackled after picking up the first down. He just keeps piling up yardage. With that one, he's over 5,000 for his career.
I mean, that is just insane. 5,000, like he's been the focal point of this offense. You know it's going to run through him, and he still churns those legs, burns up yards, gets those rushing yards, Jesse, week in and week out.
And he's been able to stay healthy. That's probably the most impressive thing to me, too, David. This guy takes care of his body, does what he needs to do Sunday to Saturday to make sure that he's ready to go. What an unbelievable career this guy's had.
The toss to the right. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back. You better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game on the toss play.
They'll try the run. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Chanticleers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Gets it out quickly. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. He has been surgical, precision passing, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Temple is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He's run out of bounds, but not before, turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set. 1st down. Snap in the shotgun. Throwing right. Got his man downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
It's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive, just try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
They'll go to the ground. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop them?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense may be time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the ground with the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Now facing a 3rd and long. Movement here from the tight end. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete to the right. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Chanticleers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Buys a little time. Keeps it and gets the first down. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game. He did his best work. Great job taking off. Biggest run of the day after grinding this game out, makes it explosive. Now trying to put this game in a good situation.
And the Eagles will line it up on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. He is smashing people. Nothing but green ahead. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Eagles!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's 1st down. They'll ride the hot hand. Still on his feet at the 45. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so... to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 32-29. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Quarterback checking off. He'll throw on 3rd down. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7.
29 Philly. 2 to go.
He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over that field like Bevo in the pregame.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here comes the biggest drive for the defense, desperate to get a stop. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Yeah, and a nice job by this defense. This is a critical moment, right? We got to get the football back. They're backed up, thank goodness. Force a punt here, get the football back so we can make some magic here in this 4th quarter.
The give to the back. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
Third and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Finds his man, and they convert. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
The Eagles will snap it on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, I love that the QB understood I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he can get a 1st down.
Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in. And that is a good sign for this offense.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Feeling some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's touchdown, Eagles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail meat coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you're playing a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a 2-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.